Thank you all for joining us today. A much anticipated and exciting day for the City of Edmond and our police department. Thank you to our city leaders who are here, Mayor Charles Lamb, our city council members, Darrell Davis, Victoria Caldwell, Elizabeth Weiner. Thank you all for joining us, and other city representatives. Without further ado, City Manager Larry Stevens.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you all for coming. Good crowd. Appreciate that. It's my pleasure to introduce the new chief of the Edmond Police Department to our community. And it's very fitting that we're able to do that in this room, our new public safety center. So we're happy about that as well. I selected this individual after a national search in which we received about 100 resumes from around the country. It was a very, very thorough recruitment process, as it always is for positions like this. And at this time, I'd like to recognize our focus group, or those of the focus group that are here. This group was instrumental in helping me get down to where I actually made the final decision. It's a process that we've used on a lot of the upper management positions, seems to serve us well. We had 5 members of the community that I asked to serve on this, and then 5 members from our city staff. I will start with Avilla Williams, who is the president of Integris. Avilla, would you raise your hand, please? Ken Moore, next to her, is the retired president of the Edmond Chamber. And Cynthia Rolfe, next to Ken, is the vice president of information technology at UCO. In addition to these people, we also had Bret Towne, who is our school superintendent, and also M.T. Berry, who is the past chief of the Oklahoma City Police Department and is now an assistant city manager. The staff group that helped us with this includes Steve Murdoch, our city attorney, who, if he's here, he's way in the back someplace. Doug Hall, our fire chief. Doug's out this week. Matt Stillwell, our director of public communication. He's also out this week. And I know Lisa's here. Lisa Goodpasture, where are you? Are you in here? Lisa's our director of human resources, and me. So I appreciate the efforts of all of those people, the perspectives from people from outside of the department, and yet people that are involved in the community and in our organization. That perspective is irreplaceable. And the discussions we had and the experience you brought to that is very, very much appreciated. So I appreciate the efforts from all of you. Basically, this process, it stayed the same. We've used it for a large number of people, and it was the same process I used when I hired Bob Ricks 13 years ago, basically. So the Edmond Police Department has earned the strong partnership that they have with the community. We have a very good police department, which I'm sure is nothing new to any of you here, but we can always get better. And our internal mission is trustworthy service through continuous improvement. And we don't just say that, we try to practice that and live that. So we're very intent on maintaining and strengthening the partnership that we have with the community. We had 4 strong finalists for the position. It was a difficult decision, ultimately, a hard decision for me, and yet when you start one of these processes, I think what you want is to have a difficult decision at the end, and that's what I had. So that to me means we had a good process. However, there is no doubt in my mind that this individual is the best fit at this time for our police department. And let me give you a few characteristics of this individual. He has a 22-year career with the Norman Police Department. He's been a major for the past 6.5 years, and he has 11 years as part of the command staff in Norman. He was a finalist for the Norman chief's position 6 years ago. He learned a lot from that experience and has been grooming himself to be a police chief for many years. He's a 2006 graduate of the FBI National Academy. He's a 2016 graduate of the Senior Management Institute of the Police Executive Research Forum. He's a member of the Oklahoma Association of Chiefs of Police. He's a board member of the United Way in Norman and a 2016 co-chair of their community-wide campaign. He's an ordained deacon and member of the Bethel Baptist Church. And he's also a 2002 graduate of Leadership Norman. He has a strong track record of building and enhancing community partnerships. That was a key factor for me. I was also very impressed by his confident yet humble attitude and his focus on service. He will start formally May 1, but in reality he's already hit the ground running. He's reached out to a lot of the members in our department, already had some meetings with people and so on. So I am very excited about our new chief and very excited about the future of the Edmond Police Department. And at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our new Edmond Police Chief, Mr. J.D. Younger. Chief, congratulations.
Thank you, City Manager Stevens, for that introduction and for the confidence that you have shown in me in my selection to take this position. I would also like to thank the members of my family, some of whom are in attendance today. Those familiar with law enforcement profession will understand that the satisfaction that is gained from the profession often rests with the participant, but the sacrifices that are required are often borne by the members of our families. And so for that, I would like to thank my family, and I would like to thank the families of those Edmond Police Department employees that do so much that allow your loved ones to contribute to this community. Speaking of families, on the advice of my wife, I will try to keep my comments brief. And I will start those first to the citizens of Edmond. And if you will excuse me, I'm reading from these prepared comments so I don't miss anything. I look forward to partnering with you as a member of your police department, as a member of your city staff, and as a member of our community. Your police department is transparent, accessible, and an accountable organization, staffed with a team of professionals that value and encourage citizen participation in the crime prevention efforts that keep the quality of life so high in the city of Norman. As your chief, I will strive every day to strengthen the bonds of trust that this community has built with its police department, with its city staff, and with the members of the community. Through these efforts, I know our community will remain a safe place to live, work, and visit. Next, to the members of the city team. Your reputation precedes you. I'm so honored to work with a group of such accomplished and humble professionals, committed public servants. And while these qualities are definitely embodied in the leaders of each of those departments, they are also reflected in the membership of those departments. So it's not just at the leadership position, it is throughout the organization that these qualities are visible. As your chief of police, I will strive every day to contribute and expand the collaborative spirit that is fundamental in our community's success. Finally, to the members of the Edmond Police Department, I don't have the words to express the humility and the honor that I have to join your ranks. Your dedication to your profession and your community is exemplified through the city's low crime rate, the citizens' high feeling of safety, and the success of countless community outreach programs. And while these are extraordinary accomplishments that should provide a great source of pride to you, none of them compare to the pride you should feel of the culture that you have created in your police department. I have experienced in person and by proxy the integrity that is demanded by our members, the accountability that is extended to our community, and the learning orientation that is displayed in the pursuit of our continuous improvement. As your chief of police, I will strive every day to lead and support you as we endeavor to provide trustworthy service. As I conclude my comments, I would like to take this opportunity to ensure you that I understand the gravity of the authority and the responsibility that is laid on your police department. And I understand that we will start and end every day focused on the why we exist. And that is quite simply to protect our citizens' rights. Now that manifests itself in a variety of ways, but at the end of the day, that's why we're here. And I will contribute my strength, my skills, my time every day in partnering with the other members of the Edmond Police Department to ensure that we protect those rights. Thank you.